Good morning, Swartz Creek. I'm Haley.
I'm Logan. Today is Friday, October 18th, and you're watching ITC News. Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy birthday to Anthony Everett, Nakia English, Isaac Ferris, Dallas Leonard, and Melanie McNally.
Have a great day, guys.
The UAW says it has reached a tentative agreement after a month of striking. General Motors made a labor deal covering 48,000 striking workers. They all met in Detroit yesterday and voted on this agreement. Depending on their vote, they will either reject it, which would send the negotiators back to the table with General Motors. If they accept and say, "We agree to this," then they will send it out to the rank and file for a vote. Also, yesterday at this meeting, that's when the presidents of various UAW locals will decide, do the workers stay on the picket lines while they're voting on this contract, or do they go back to work and start getting some of their income relatively soon? The income has been a problem, and this does affect some of the Swartz Creek families. Here's what they have to say.
So my parents do work for GM. They are not part of the strike union though, because they are part of management, but the strike still does affect my family because my dad has to work second shift now and my mom still has to work first. So I do not see my parents very much anymore at this moment. And they have to start cutting people from management now. And so more people are starting to lose their jobs.
All right, the GM strike is affecting my family because my grandma hasn't had gas money to come see us or visit us, and she doesn't have any extra spending money to do anything, so she's just been on top of the bills lately. My grandma gets paid $250 a week for striking 4 hours a week, and which is not as good as normal.
Although that there's a lot less income and it's harder to pay for stuff, the strike has made my family a lot closer because we get to picket with our community and we're all together for a common cause and we're just trying to get through it together.
The union workers will still be striking until at least next Friday while the voting is taking place. The strike does have a big impact on most of our lives, so we will continue to update you on these events.
Juniors and seniors looking to pursue a career in the sciences, criminal justice, business, or engineering, or if you're interested in playing lacrosse in college, you should sign up to meet with admission rep from Indiana Tech on October 21st. Sign up on the counseling office's website or through the link sent to you through Remind.
Attention students, the password to log into your EDP on Career Cruising has changed. You will now use your 8-digit birthday.
Attention to anyone interested in playing hockey this winter. You should report to Iceland Arena for open skate on Friday, October 18th, today, from 4 to 5 p.m. First official day of practice is Tuesday, November 4th at 4:30 p.m. at Iceland Arena. Athletes must be registered online at final forms and an updated physical on file. See the athletic office with any questions.
Recently, Mr. Pepin's class has come up with a new way to get work experience and also explore a new creative outlook. Here's Mr. Pepin with how the process works.
Our first press was donated by the Lions Club, and the rest of the money to make all this stuff came from the school. So the process of making these shirts is first we have to decide on the design. Then once we decide on the design, we put it through the computer. It prints it out on one of the vinyl cutting machines. And once it cuts out the image or the logo or graphic, the students weed the material. It's called weeding. So they use like picks almost that look like the same instruments used by a dentist, and they pick out around the material and they pull it out. And at that point, it goes to the press, and we press on the logo onto the shirt. Shirts cost $10. We do sweatshirts for $17 if it's a front and back. We do $15, and if you want to add something to the back like a name or a number, it's normally around $3.
Also, they'll be selling shirts at all lunches in the next couple of weeks. And don't forget Mr. Pepin's balloon sales as well.
It's movie night with the Swartz Creek Christian Club. Everyone is invited to join SC3 after school today in room 309. We will be watching the movie Breakthrough from 2:30 until 4:30 p.m. All kinds of foods and drinks will be available during the movie. Hope to see you there.
Competitive cheer tryouts will be held November 11th from 3 to 5 p.m. and November 12th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Cage. Make sure you have an updated physical on file.
That's all we have today for you, Creek. Have a Fushigi Friday.